guys, welcome back to my channel. So, oh God, well, I kept saying to myself, it just seems that Diddy's only getting attacked by all these situations of these, SA allegations and, these Diddy parties and all this stuff going on. There's a lot of people that have been mad quiet lately and have been coming to the defense of, Jay-Z and saying they ain't been part of nothing and playing real boo the fool. And so finally, the lawsuit that came against Diddy in October involving him and another celebrity, Jane Doe, decided to not name at the time. Well, guess what? We all knew it was going to be Jay-Z. So check this out from the Shade Room. Child, here we go. So, Jay-Z accused of SAing a 13-year-old girl in 2000 long dating a new lawsuit filed by Jane Doe. So, let's break it down real quick. Jane Doe was a 13-year-old girl who got dropped off by a friend at the VMAs. She could not get to the VMAs, so she went up to the limousine trying to get, inside the VMAs. Obviously, it didn't work, but a driver, I guess, who knew Diddy, said that, hey, you look like what Diddy's looking for, and took her to a hotel or whatever. Well, a party. Let's say it's a party, because that's what it was. Basically, Diddy gave her a drink and told her, like, you ready to party, and took her to the room or whatever with what was normally celebrity A and a woman. Now, celebrity A is named Jay-Z, and the woman allegedly is J-Lo. We're hoping it's not Beyonce, but Beyonce a freako too. But it's allegedly could be J-Lo. So again, y'all seen Jay been mad quiet, been moving real funky, ain't been really putting himself in the news lately, not being in blogs, nothing. Apparently Jay-Z's lawyer's been alleged behind the scenes getting stuff taken care of. Well, I guess either the money didn't match or Jay said, F it, I don't believe it, I ain't do it, and said, okay, you want to fight back? Let's do it. And apparently within the last couple hours, Jay-Z's lawyer responded. Well, he responded. Then Tony Buzbee, who's been putting all these lawsuits against Diddy, has responded. And then Diddy's lawyer has now responded. Child, when I tell you, a plum fool. A plum fool. Let's get into it.
I'm not a lawyer, but one of the lawsuits that was previously filed against Diddy has been updated, and it now includes Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, aka Beyonce's husband. You know I read the lawsuit, so let me give you a recap of what is being alleged in this one. So the lawsuit was filed by an Alabama woman who says that when she was 13 years old, Sean Combs and Sean Carter drugged and raped her at an after party following the 2000 Video Music Awards. The plaintiff, who was going by Jane Doe in this lawsuit, alleges that sometime around September 7th in the year 2000, when she was just 13 years old, she got dropped off near the Radio Music Hall because she wanted to attend the VMAs. So she wasn't having much luck getting into the award show, so she started speaking with some of the limo drivers who were parked around the area. One of the drivers tells her that he actually works for Diddy, and according to the lawsuit, he tells her that Diddy likes young girls and that she fits what he was looking for. Ciao. So this driver and this 13-year-old child arranged for her to be picked up by the driver after the show and taken to an after party that Diddy was going to be attending. So everything goes as planned. The driver picks her up, and according to the lawsuit, when she arrives to this after party, she signs what she now believes to be an NDA. And according to her, there was widespread use of things to get you intoxicated. And after accepting a drink herself, the plaintiff, who again was 13 at the time, quote, began to feel woozy and lightheaded. The plaintiff goes on to say that she goes into a room, and soon after entering into this room, Sean Combs, aka Diddy, enters the room along with defendant Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, and a female celebrity who the lawsuit is noting as Celebrity B. Celebrity B? What's that supposed to mean? The lawsuit says that the plaintiff immediately recognized all three of these celebrities, and from this point, the suit says that Diddy threw the plaintiff toward a wall and then grabbed her again and threw her on the bed. He then, according to this lawsuit, began removing her clothing. The suit goes on to allege that the plaintiff was then held down by Sean Carter as he engaged with her, and while Combs and Celebrity B watched. The suit says that after Sean Carter finished, he stepped back toward the wall, and then Diddy stepped up and began engaging with this 13-year-old child while Carter and Celebrity B watched. The suit goes on to allege that Diddy then knocked the plaintiff down and attempted to force her to engage with him in other ways. It says that she fought back, standing up quickly and punching out at the same time, hitting Diddy in the neck. As a result of her hitting him back, the lawsuit says that Diddy was a bit surprised, and that's when the plaintiff took the opportunity to grab her clothing and her shoes and run out of the room. The lawsuit says that this plaintiff then ran out, and she eventually found her way to a gas station in which a female clerk noticed her and let her use the phone. The 13-year-old then calls her father, admitting that she lied to him about her whereabouts, and she asked him to pick her up. The dad comes and picks her up, and from there, the suit says that the plaintiff fell into a deep depression, which continues to affect every facet of her life. She now suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder and a seizure disorder caused by stress and trauma. She has had difficulty maintaining normal relationships and lives largely withdrawn from society. And so that is why she is suing and why she has updated this lawsuit to include Jay-Z. The plaintiff's single cause of action is for violation of New York City Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act, which is the act that a lot of these celebrity essay lawsuits have fallen under over the last year. So it's basically falling under that. A statement has already been released and posted on Roc Nation's Instagram account, which says that, quote, "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Buzbee. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Buzbee, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world, who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these type of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. Child, I want 2024 to end so bad.
So Jay-Z just got hit with Diddy allegations, and even more so, the allegations occurred with Diddy. So he's out here with the diddler, allegedly. The other side, Roc Nation and Jay-Z put out a statement saying that they're being blackmailed and extorted by the lawyer Tony Buzbee. I'm an alcoholic, guys. So they responded. They were like, Tony Buzzball is just looking for some free cha-ching. Tony responded real quick. He was like, you're all going to hell. Now, do I believe these allegations? I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't not believe anything anymore. If I see something in a paper, I'm not going to say that's unbelievable. Like if a paper came out today that said Betty White and Martha Stewart were the realest gangsters in Hollywood. They used to walk around slapping random workers in the industry. I'd be like, that's not far-fetched, actually. Because one thing I don't do is celebrity denial. Y'all sound dumb. They wouldn't do that. I love their music, so that means I know them personally. My kids listen to their music. That means they've raised my kids. Like some of you have been betrayed by your real friends or cheated on by your real significant other, but you're sure about a celebrity that you don't even know? Mental illness, you're sick, you're insane. Anyways, it's time for this year to end. I'm tired. I miss when we were just talking about Krishan Rock and Blueface. It was much more peaceful then. I don't know.
Shout out to TikTok because they be on it so faster than me because this came out like around 9:30 and I'm just getting whiff of it. So with that being said, you got the tea. Right now, I'm just going on TikTok and y'all remember Jaguar Wright? Yeah, you remember when she went on there on Piers Morgan and got shut down 24 hours after that interview went down because it went viral? Yeah. Remember what she said about the Carters? Yeah. Check this out.
From the second that I did Piers Morgan,
Yeah.
They've been trying to convince people that I had something to do with these girls. Because when I was on Pierce Morgan, I said I had 3 victims that were ready to come forward. The problem is I didn't say I had Diddy victims. I said I have 3 victims against the Carters. That's not Diddy.
Now you know it's so crazy. You remember Jay-Z going on the David Letterman show? I've never seen David Letterman before. I know a Netflix show. I don't know if it's a show on regular cable or whatever, but I digress. Y'all remember when Jay-Z said the only people call him Sean is Diddy and his mama child? Well, apparently, according to this white girl, allegedly, she not showing her receipts, but she said that she's watched that show again for the episode and said that they clipped that part out. There's no receipts on this though, but let's hear what she has to say. Check this out.
Jay-Z did the Netflix show My Next Guest with David Letterman. I've seen that episode multiple times. In that episode, he interviews with David Letterman, and David Letterman asks him if he can call him Sean. And in the interview, he says, the only people in the entire world who I let call me Sean is, you know who, Puff Daddy, the other Sean, and he actually says that, the other Sean, and my mother. He said those are the only 2 people in the entire world who I let call me Sean. So I thought, you know what, I don't know if I've actually seen anyone post about this since all this debacle has happened. So I watched the episode this morning before I went to work, and guess what? That part's been removed. Now, I did skip ahead by 10 seconds throughout the entire thing because I was getting ready for work and I couldn't sit around and just watch the whole thing. I am on my way home right now and I'm going to watch the whole thing to see if I missed it. But I'm telling you right now, he said that. I remember it specifically because it was kind of silly. Now, tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if you know what I'm talking about. Tell me if you've seen it.
You know what? I'm tired of this. What y'all gonna do with Jay-Z and Diddy? That's what I want to know. Like, with all this being said and all these things coming out, and everybody being accused of something, child, what are you gonna do with Black Hollywood? Where's it gonna go to? It's not like the trash can. But I mean, hey, all these celebrities and the space is free code. So I mean, child. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
That's right, disgusting bitch.
Someone once told me the grass is much greener on the other side.